Thank you, thank you. And for all of you, I'm very glad to be here, let's say that first. And also, I would like to say for all of you who is very eager to know that they just announced that Bob Dylan got the Nobel Literature Prize, was just announced. So you know, now you know. But I'm here now to talk a little bit about Sustainordic. And this is a platform for collaboration that was invented for a year ago, when in the work within this network, we were a couple of authorities who sat down and started to discuss how can a Nordic network be more workable and not only exchange experiences and networking, but also try to lift up and boost up some of the projects that is ongoing on various locations in our Nordic countries. So we sat down and discussed this, a couple of authorities, and that was the start for the Nordic platform Sustainordic. For a year ago, we achieved some financing for network collaboration and mobility from the Nordic Council of Ministers. So now we are up and running. And the network is supposed to, and the achievement is to support Nordic sustainable production and consumption. It's a collaborative platform in order to exchange and spread knowledge about sustainable production and consumptions locally in the Nordic countries and internationally. The participators, the organizations that's collaborating now is among all, it's Doga in Norway, it's Aalto University, it's Iceland Design Center, Danish Design Center, it's Form Design Center in Malmö in Sweden, and ArkDes, the Swedish Center for Architectural and Design. And it's also a growing partnership because we welcome more participants into the network, and we are discussing this with several other Nordic colleagues right now. The main objective is to sharing experience and knowledge in order to increase our national strive for a sustainable society and external analysis, collaboration, and make visibility. And of course, this is supposed to lead also to a great amount of Nordic usability and to spread knowledge worldwide about green growth the Nordic way. We established a manifest that all these participants have signed under. It's a manifest with 12 goals, and it replies to the 12th goal of the UN Agenda 2030, and hopefully also the upcoming new urban agenda. And number 12, the goal number 12 is to ensure sustainable consumption and production patterns. Our manifest says, number 1, strengthen Nordic values such as democracy, transparency, participation, diversity, and equality. The second one is share and export the Nordic methods and models for sustainable production and consumption internationally. Influences consumers by strengthening the values that correlate with sustainable attitudes and behaviors. Number 4, invest in the next generation by inspiring that sustainable development becomes an educational subject. Number 5, encourage decision makers and producers to transparency regarding ethical and environmental information about products. Number 6, create incentives for reduced waste and wastage in the production chain. 7, facilitate the sharing economy for an increased utilization of products and services. Number 8, to promote circular economy by improving the overall performance of products throughout their life cycle. Number 9, streamlining production processes and improve environmental management. And of course, I also have to say this, that all of these goals is also has a lot of under labels and under text that is supportive, and also all of the projects that is within the project is also directly related to these goals. Number 10, fostering collaboration across different stakeholders to contribute to innovative and sustainable solutions. using the design process as a tool for sustainable development. And number 12, contributing to the debate, discussion and sharing of knowledge within the subject area. Expected results. The Nordic Council of Ministers expect us to develop alternative approaches and businesses mindsets in relation to designers, producers and visualized production methods. And you can also read this, or you shouldn't just read it up. But it's the expected results is very much based on how to empower people to make better choices as producers, as consumers, but also the businesses to take a bigger responsibility as producers. And tools for this. So far we have workshops and masterclasses in Iceland, Copenhagen, Norway, Malmö, and we have an upcoming meeting in Oslo, November 18, within the framework called Framtankar, so, which is a conference, a visionary conference about design and architecture at Doga. But we do also exhibitions, conferences, research and articles. And each Nordic participant highlights a specific ongoing project within the platform and get extra visibility, extra funding and expert input from the other Nordic countries. So join us, it's fun. It is, actually. So we welcome all new participants, and in November 18 in Oslo, in our next meeting and workshop, we will also formulate the upcoming 3 years and how the network should work on continuously. Questions? I know we're running out of time, but is there any questions about this? No, then I say.
I guess the best way is, because you said you are still inviting partners to join, is to get in contact with Jonas in order to do this. So Jonas Olsson at ArkDes, your information will be there and you will be here also.